touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
No. No, what is me with
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
Remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history? My Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Okay. Entäs mitä sä sanomaan lähdet sitten?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Voisiko näyttää?
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Niin.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Okay.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Yeah.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
No.
Oh, the candy looks older than I am. Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Juu, eihän minä.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Eikö muuta mukaan? Ihan varmasti.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
Se helpottaa.
Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Aloin miettimään, että kirjastosta voisi löytyä sieltä.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Voisit sä auttaa mua vielä mitenkään?
Excuse me, Miss Strickland? Don't let me keep you from your business.
Onks niinku aika lähtee? Mikä keittiössä sitten?
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
That tea's never gonna boil. That tea's never gonna boil. Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that?
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Ehkäpä. Ehkäpä ei. Otas näitä nyt sit vielä.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Kyllä kannattaa ainakin yksi siitä.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Built in February 1932.
Sieltä se
Fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Okei. Ja tuo ei saa mitään hyödyllistä nyt. Me varmaan voidaan lähteä nyt täältä.
I'm not leaving until I find Doc somewhere in those newspapers.
Ei vielä voitu lähteä sitten. Ketä painaa tuota taas.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Juu, ihan varma. Kyllä.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Okay, no need. Oh God.
My newspaper!
Sorry.
Let me...
Oh, you've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Joo, menossa. Hei hei.
Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Ai niin. No, mutta nyt tiedetään päivämäärästä, mihin ollaan menossa. Hyvä juttu.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
Okay, you.
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Ehkä.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Ja sitten.
I've got to turn on the time circuits
No
first.
niin, ja se pitää kaihtaa päällä.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Sinne siis. Mietitään. Niin auto jää sinne. Mutta mietitäänkin tarina tähän. Seivataan tähän. Seivataan se tuohon noin. Okei, me katsotaan toi cinematic juotusta.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Siinä on joku
There's gotta be some sort of
mystery.
mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
Mä tunnen.
Doc get himself into...
Doc?
Doc is his nickname. I'm good friends with Carl.
You are? Really? Oh, but I need an unbiased opinion for my story. Pretend you don't know him. How would you feel about his heroic act of destruction?
Well, I'm not so big on bomb blasts.
Yes, but this bomb blasted a speakeasy, the very symbol of lawlessness and corruption. You're all for cleaning up the town, aren't you? Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Mistä ne löytää?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Sonny Crockett.
Sonny Crockett.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Crockett. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Oh, God.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Noniin, nyt vihdoinkin pystytään seivaamaan täältä. Save game. Ja voidaan sanoa tähän väliin, että kiitos kun katsoitte. Palataan ensi kerralla. Se on Morta.